Alright, hey guys, Moon here. Today I'm going to be giving my thoughts and review on Kingdom Hearts 2.8. So I'll be going from Kingdom Hearts DDD, Dream Drop Distance, to back cover, and then finally Kingdom Hearts 0.2, A Fragmentary Passage. Then, at the end of the video, I'll be giving my own score to the overall game. So, let's get right into it, everybody. First off, Dream Drop Distance was an amazing game when it first came out for the 3DS. It showed the power of that console, and it just made it feel so right, in my personal opinion. And I still think it's one of the best games to come out on that console. But we're not talking about the 3DS version, we are talking about the PS4 version of the game. It's great. They upped up the visuals, they made it 60 frames per second, which actually makes the game feel so buttery smooth. And it's just so satisfying to play. They also still have everything in the game that the 3DS version had, such as Flick Rush, and the minigames that you can interact with your Dream Eaters with. They switched some of them around, and made it so you can use the controller instead of the touchscreen on the 3DS. To be honest, my only problem with the game is that they didn't really add anything besides some new Dream Eaters. As for the gameplay, it has very much improved over the 3DS version. Yes, as I do believe the 3DS version is an amazing game in itself, it still had its problems, such as boss sizes and camera angles. The PS4 version, however, has completely fixed these problems, with the updated graphics and simply just playing on a bigger screen. The commands are still the same, not so much has changed there, so let's move on. Now, getting into back cover, there's really not much I could say about this movie, besides instead of answering our questions, it just made more of them. I do have to say though, the animation was great and the foretellers were all very different, but also very misleading. My personal favorites are Master Ava and the Master of Masters, due to Ava's cute nature and personality, and the plain out silliness of the Master. How he was messing with his students at every chance he got. I also have to say, he might also be the real bad guy here, but we'll never know until Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out. My only problem with back cover would have to be sometimes the voice acting felt a little bit off, but besides that, I think it was a good addition to the Kingdom Hearts series and very welcoming overall. Alright, finally for 0.2. Visually, the game is amazing. The graphics look beautiful, and to be honest, I never would have imagined Kingdom Hearts actually looking this good. But, don't get me wrong, it's not perfect. The lighting, in some screenshots, I'll put them up on the screen right now, are a little but it's alright. I think this is a start for Kingdom Hearts 3, and also 95% of the game does look stunning. Story-wise, it actually answered some questions, like how Mickey got the Kingdom Key D, and what Aqua has really been doing in the Realm of Darkness for all this time. And then at the very end, we get a glimpse of our boy Sora and the rest of the gang, pretty much setting up for Kingdom Hearts 3. Now moving on to gameplay. It was a fun mashup of Birth by Sleep mixed with a little bit of how Kingdom Hearts 3 will play. They brought back Shock Locks from Birth by Sleep, and also Spellweaver, which is actually a style from Birth by Sleep. Also added some new things, such as situation commands, which when you use your magic spells, Thunder, Fire, and Blizzard, it has a chance to make a situation command appear, which is pretty much a stronger version of the prior spell that you were using. And I know this isn't gameplay, but I love that you could dress Aqua up. Which actually brings me to our objectives. Objectives are actually pretty much like side quests. And once you unlock or do an objective, such as kill a certain amount of Heartless, you actually get an item, such as kitty ears, to be able to put on Aqua. But I do have to say this, and it's something that actually sort of annoys me about the game. When you're playing as Aqua, she feels stiff, and when it comes to attacking and also dodging, it just feels like you're just sort of restricted in a way. But this could be fixed with a patch if Square Enix decides to do so. Alright, so that wraps everything up that I wanted to say about all 3 games. So now, for my full unbiased score of 2.8, would be a 7.5 to an 8. Reason being is the price, $60. Yes, don't get me wrong, it is great for 2 games and a movie, but for a game that has been out since 2012, a movie that didn't really give us much and was very short, and another very short title that, unless you've played the prior games, you would not understand whatsoever. But as far as my bias score goes, it would definitely have to be a 9, because I love the Kingdom Hearts franchise, and it's been with me since I was very, very young. And I think 2.8 is actually a really great addition to the series, even though it caters more towards longtime fans than newcomers. Well guys, I hope you liked my review on 2.8. If you agree or disagree on the score that I gave the game, that is fine. You could leave a comment down below about anything that you disagree or agree with, but also guys, just remember, these are just my opinions. Hope you all have a good day, and don't forget, if you liked the video, subscribe, or just keep an eye on my channel for more Kingdom Hearts and also Zelda content. Thank you all so much for watching the video. Bye guys.